Hey, how you doing? Before we get to this, let's go to this article. Over here, there was a congressional hearing on cryptocurrencies today, and this tool here, Representative Brad Sherman, Democrat, California. If you're in California and you're a crypto fan, you better get on this guy's butt, okay? This guy is a complete moron, plain and simple. He goes off on cryptocurrencies. Basically, he just writes it all off. And, he talks about people like us as a bunch of grown men sitting at home in their pajamas telling their wives they're going to be millionaires. No, maybe a lot of us have jobs, real jobs, Mr. Brad Sherman. Unlike you, you don't have a real job. You're a politician, a crook, okay? You don't have a real job. You sit up there and get a pension, and you live off the taxpayer, you leech, okay? So, this guy goes off. What does he say? Cryptocurrencies are a crock. They allow a few dozen men in my district to sit in their pajamas all day until their wives are going to be millionaires. Then he talks about the typical bullcrap. Terrorists, criminals, tax evaders, startup companies looking to create fraud. Of course, there's abuses in any system. Go to Wall Street, pal. Look at your pals on Wall Street, right? Although this guy's a Democrat, so I don't know what his deal is. He's not some rich Republican. So, and he goes off. And basically, this guy would outlaw cryptocurrencies if it was up to him. Let's hope he never has any real sway. What else? They stole the intellectual property and trademark of legitimate investing and applied it to a fixed fraudulent gambling scheme of no social benefit. Who is he? Who is this tool here to talk about what's a social benefit or not? A leech, a politician, a parasite. That's what most politicians are. They're parasites. They can't hold a real job. They can't hold a real job. They get a law degree, then they march off to Washington, right? First they make deals so they can get elected, right? Most of them are crooks and crooked, right? And then they march off to Washington and they have a lifelong job, a lot of them, with a pension and health care, unlike most people in the country, right? It's like they're a member of the ruling political class, right? And this guy's talking about social benefit. Give me a break. What else? So, luckily, there are a few politicians who aren't, whatever. Thank God there's a few. So there's a Republican in Michigan, Representative Bill Huizenga. It's a hello and not a goodbye when it comes to regulating. I'm not sure. Wait. There was another guy. I'm not sure if this is him. We know that this has moved very quickly. This panel, this Congress, is not going to sit idly by with a lack of protection for investors. Okay, whatever. They're out to protect investors. Let's see who they're really out to protect. So, Chief Legal and Risk Officer of Coinbase was there testifying. So, wait, hang on. So they go on with their concerns and all of that. You could go to the article if you want and talk about people pouring their life savings in. We're adults. We're not little children, right? You're an adult. I really resent that politicians treat us like little children that need to be protected. Common sense protections and regulations is one thing, but the nanny state is a complete other thing. At least in America, we don't need the nanny state. We don't need it, okay? So, Representative Tom Emmer, this is the one I'm talking about, Republican in Minnesota, advocated for a more hands-off approach. Finally, some calmer voices here. This is something that Democrats and Republicans should be celebrating here in Congress, not going, oh my gosh, this is terrible, we don't understand it. See, this guy gets it. He's a member of the Congressional Blockchain Caucus. Thankfully, there's some people in there who seem to understand what's going on. I realize there has to be some regulation, but there needs to be a balance. Yes. He said, he urged members of Congress not to search for new policemen and not to take the policemen we already have and give them more powers to start to invade this space and perhaps frustrate the development. Exactly. We don't need regulators gone wild, you know what I mean? But this guy here, this guy takes the cake. Brad Sherman, what a tool this guy is. I'm sorry. I watched the video. There's a C-SPAN video of him saying these comments. Bix Weir has it on his Road to Ruta. Look up Road to Ruta. He's got a video of it. It's just unbelievable. And watch the Road to Ruta. Road to Ruta. R-O-O-T-A. Bix Weir. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right. He goes off on this guy, rightly so. This guy here is a danger to the cryptocurrency community. So anyway, and that could be why. That's another reason why markets are tanking today. We've got guys like this opening their pie holes, right? And then you got the whole Japanese regulator guy, the trustee, who nobody knows if he's done dumping Bitcoin yet. And whoever's running that show behind the scenes and telling him what to do, I mean, who knows? Then you got, what is it? You got one of the banks, Goldman or somebody, talking about Bitcoin's going to go lower. All these FUD pressures, FUD. So anyway, what you guys need to do is to go over to my site, right? And I only have a portion of my window available right now, visible. But if you go to my site, techbait.net, the news site, I've got all the news on here, right? If you go to my t-shirt page, right? I don't want to click on my site because I don't want to give myself a false click when I'm demonstrating something. Here we go. I got these crypto shirts I've been designing. I'm not an artiste, but one's, oops, let me do that, the sizes come. Hodl on for dear life. You got FOMO, only works if you hodl. Basically, FOMO is the fear of missing out when the prices are ramping up and people are in that irrational exuberance. So that only works if you hold long term, because you could get burnt, right? We crashed. So the answer to that is to hold, not to sell low and lose your money, like a lot of weak hands are doing right now. They're going to be sorry later on. Don't drink the FUD and buy the dip, right? This one here I like. I like all of them, but this one here, don't drink the FUD. You see I've got some cryptos in the U, like a glass. Don't drink it, and buy the dip. Buy the dip, because it's all coming back, folks. It's frustrating right now. I'm frustrated too. I don't like when Amazon does that. And then this one here, we've been goxed. I really, really love this one. This one I just came up with. We've been goxed. There's the Mt Gox Trustee with his laptop and his Bitcoin laptop, and he's dumping the market. He's dumping, man. He's dumping all that Bitcoin tank in the market. We've been Mt Goxed. Here we are. 4 years after the bankruptcy, and they're tanking the market. So you can see the market tanking under him. But there's hope in this drawing because, first of all, you see the Japanese flag behind him, but then you see there's a green line up. That's the eventual recovery from this, which will come. So, so get on over to my site and get over to my my designs. So, hey, I'm going to hawk my shirts because why not? It helps me support what I'm doing here. Helps me, I've got web hosting fees and things I have to pay, just like anybody. I work a regular job, so it helps out. It helps out a lot. And you get over to, the interesting is posting these things from CNBC, the rise of the altcoins. Everyone should be bullish on cryptocurrency long term. Yes, but right now it's hard. It's hard right now. I don't know what these guys say.
Individual altcoin products, but it coincides with this time where crypto is not doing well.
Exactly. It's not been doing well. A lot of people aren't talking about it. They're not searching on it. They're not asking about it. When during the FOMO rush in December, January, I had people coming out of the woodwork on Facebook asking me, how do I get in this? What do I do? What do I do? And all of a sudden, none of those people are asking me anything. And, this is when they should be asking, right? You shouldn't be buying high at the height, at the all-time high. You ought to be buying when there's blood in the streets, like Warren Buffett says about stocks. Even though Warren Buffett isn't bullish on cryptos because he doesn't understand it, because he's an old man. And he doesn't understand this technology or what's going on here. This is a new asset class that he doesn't get. But it's true. I mean, these people, so anyway, they're talking about the rise, which, I hope comes back very soon.
do you feel like perhaps you're not getting the uptake that you would have gotten otherwise? I mean, what do you think about if you had to re-engineer this rollout, would it have been at a time when crypto would be on an upswing?
Actually, not at all. I mean, I certainly will agree with you that the numbers speak for themselves in terms of performance, but in terms of wallet growth and transactions and the number of users coming to the space, the amount of people writing into our website, calling us, etc., we're continuing to break records all the time. We're seeing brand new relationships and different reasons why investors are wanting to come to the table. And so for us, we hope that we're ahead of the curve by launching these products, not behind it. And again, our ears are and our eyes are open. We're listening to investors. We want to keep launching products that they want exposure to.
All right, Michael.
All right, so, it's good to be bullish long term. And we'll see. We'll see. Right now things aren't doing that great. There's a lot of manipulation going on, folks. A lot. I mean, look at this NEO, $70. I never thought NEO would see $70 again. NEO, which was almost $200 a coin 2 months ago. It was like 188 or something. This is crazy. I own a position in NEO. I got my initial position when it was only $5, so I'm still ahead of the game. But I bought a few at like 120 something. I traded some Ethereum for it, and so I'm underwater on that portion of it. NEO, and look at VeChain down here. VeChain 377, and that was like $7-8. These things, but it's everything's the lifeblood's just getting sucked out of these things right now. And it's being manipulated. You got the Mt. Gox Trustee, right? Let me get a little bigger here. You got the Mt. Gox Trustee doing what he's doing, and who knows who's telling him what to do, whether he's really doing this independently. It seems like he's trying to tank the market. He's the way he sold and how he says now they're not yet ready to release the funds to the people, to the creditors, the Mt. Gox creditors. These people want their funds back. First of all, they're not even giving them the Bitcoin. They're giving them fiat currency back. So now a lot of these people are going to turn and send it right back into the market. That's like 400-something billion. And a lot of it, I believe, some people don't believe this, but I believe a lot of it's going to come right back into the market. And they don't want that for whatever reason. There's a concerted effort to try to keep the market low right now. Maybe it's because certain big players are trying to buy in. There's something going on here, folks. I'm not usually a conspiracy theorist, but this is just there's too many things that are converging in such a way that it just can't be coincidence. It defies logic that this would all be just, all these people are doing whatever, and it all seems to point to the same end game, which is keeping the prices low for whatever reason. The only good thing about this is they want to keep the prices low. Well, the good or bad, like do they want to keep it low to make confidence to the point where they break the market completely, or someone wants to buy in, which means that implies that when this big money supposedly comes in, then everything will reinflate. But it's manipulation. It should be illegal. The CFTC ought to be on. Somebody ought to be on this. I know that's Japan. But, the way all these countries work together with their financial systems, somebody should get this guy on the horn and say, what are you doing? Who's behind this? Who's telling you what to do here? And if not somebody else, why are you doing this way? I mean, Kraken, whatever, the exchange, told this guy, don't do this. Don't dump these things on the open market like this. We have ways to liquidate this in a safe way. And he went ahead and just ignored them and just dumped it. And the way he dumped it, it's like he was trying to bring the price down. And then when he brings the price down, which probably isn't good for the creditors that they want to pay off, now he's withholding the funds from them. So what? They're going to wait till now the funds go. You're going to tank the market, and then you're going to wait till the funds go up to give them these people. You're not going to let them have the funds now because you're paying them in fiat. So you're not going to give them the funds now so that they can come in at least at a lower price and get more. No, it's like spiteful in a way. So I don't know what this guy Kobayashi's up to. Someone needs to investigate him. Someone needs to see what's going on over there. Just something smells fishy in Japan, folks. I know there's a lot of sushi eaters over there. I like sushi too, but there's something fishy in Japan. It smells fishy, and it ain't the kind of sushi I want on my plate. I don't know about you. So it's it's just it's crazy. So anyway, get over to techbeat.net, my site, my news site, and this thing's updated regularly. I've got all ways to get accounts here on the exchanges, trading bots, the whole thing. Hardware wallets, tax solutions, t-shirts, you name it, I got it. And I got news. This isn't just crypto, it's technology news too. You go down more. Below the crypto section, all of this stuff. I've got things like, Slashdot, Mashable, Wired, Apple Insider, Tom's Hardware, Onantech, security, hacking, hacker news, code stuff for programmers. I work in the technology field. I work in software development. D-Zone, software testing, Stack Overflow, Agile. I mean, I've got it all, folks. Database stuff, IT and networking, Network World, CIO. And then on the bottom, I got some science stuff, and then I got some real fun stuff at the bottom, which is like not science and not technology, but it's fun. And you can go there and find out what that is. You're either into it or you're not. It's just for fun. So anyway, techbait.net, folks. Use it. It's a resource. You come here. It's just a simple URL to remember. Bookmark it on top. Share it with your friends. It scrolls great on a smartphone. It's all one column. That's why I keep it as one column. I mean, I could make this look nicer on a computer screen, but I decided to keep it in this format because it's a simple scroll, and it scrolls pretty quickly with a mouse wheel. And on the phone, it's just the thumb thing. It's sized perfectly on a smartphone. It's great. And every time you click on one of these articles, it just launches the article in a new window, and then you come back to the old window when you're done, and you can keep scrolling. So, boom, there you go. There you go. There it is, right? Kill that tab or whatever. Boom, you're back at the site. It's awesome. Awesome resource. Use it. So anyway, yeah, so we got to figure out what's going on here. Something's fishy in Japan, and there's something rotten in the Congress, all right? We got to stop these dark forces, these bad guys from taking over, as Ruda, as Bix Weir likes to call them, bad guys. There's a lot of bad guys out there, and guys who are financed by bad guys. And we got something good going here. We don't need these lowlives to come in and rain on our parade. And I assure you, Representative Brad Sherman, I do not sit in my pajamas all day. I have a real career. I am looking for prosperity for my family in addition to my career. And I don't need you, sir, destroying it, okay? I don't need you destroying it with your little leech position up there, your parasitic position as a politician in the Congress. Stay out. Keep your dirty hands off of crypto. We don't need you in this game. You're not invited. We don't want you here. This is America. This is freedom. From the same party that likes to, they want all the bad things to be free, and they want all the good things to be illegal. I mean, it's upside down. Neither party, they're both corrupt, right? Let's start off by saying that. I'm more of a libertarian than anything. But these Democrats, they don't even get me started on that party. That party's finished. They are finished. They are, So anyway, and I don't like to get political. Like I said, I'm more of a libertarian. I believe both American parties are the two big parties, Republican, Democrat. They're both corrupt beyond belief. We need a whole new system in this country. But maybe not a whole new system, but we need to get rid of the corruption, which is not going to go anywhere, even, whatever. But I don't know. I don't know what the solution is anymore. But guys like this, we can't let them win. Can't let them win. And hopefully some of these other guys in there can keep these guys in check. Because thankfully there's a caucus in there that gets it. And hopefully they're going to rein in these people who don't understand the technology. Or are being paid to act like they don't, which is more likely. So anyway, let's hope the altcoins rise again and this market gets out of its funk soon. But this isn't just a normal funk, it's manipulation. It's illegal. There's a lot of illegal things going on that are causing this. Hopefully we can get back to the bull market soon enough, but nobody knows when. And then technical analysis is great, but that's only when this level of manipulation isn't going on. The technical analysis isn't going to tell you anything right now. It could go up, it could go down, and you don't know what these people behind the scenes pulling the strings are going to do. So let's just hope for the best right now, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like the video, share it, and get me some more subscribers. Come on. See you next time.